What your dog's sleeping position says about its personality. Okay, first up, we got the donut. This is the most common position for dogs. It means they're trying to preserve their body heat and protect their most vital organs. All right, now we got the whale position. It means they trust you and have appropriated your home as theirs. It could also mean your dog is getting very hot and they need to ventilate themselves. This is the leech position. If your dog cuddles you in bed or sleeps glued to another dog, this comes from when they were puppies. It means they trust you and considers you one of their own. All right, now we got the Superman position. This position is one where your dog can quickly get up and react to something. It most often means they're half asleep or just taking a quick nap, or that they're in a playful mood and just ready to get up at any given time. This is the dog sleeping on clothes position. If your dog sleeps on your clothes, it means they love you. Since your clothes have your scent on them, they just want to be that much closer to you. 3 harmful things you do to your dog without realizing. Yelling when your dog does something wrong. Your dog doesn't actually understand what it means when you yell. You're simply freaking him out. You're only scaring and confusing him. Communication is key, but not by yelling. Using physicality to discipline your dog. This one is definitely not okay, and for obvious reasons. Consider it animal abuse, and your dog will just simply be afraid of you. Training them with treats and a reward-based system is much better. It builds trust and pushes them to behave in a desired way. Not securing your dog in your car. There are many different kinds of seatbelts and harnesses you can buy for your dog, because they too need protection in case of an accident.
Facts about your dogs I promise you didn't know, part 7. Most male dogs will lift their leg while peeing to make themselves appear larger to other dogs. I guess it really is that competitive out there. Happy and healthy dogs usually sleep for 16 hours a day. If your dog isn't sleeping that much, it could be a sign of stress. Does your dog ever get random short bursts of energy? Well, you're doing something right, because most often researchers found out that happy and healthy dogs will experience the zoomies. Did you ever wonder why your dog's nose is always wet? It's actually built to absorb scent chemicals. Since they can't sweat in normal areas of their body like us, they do it through their nose, which helps them regulate body temperature.
Here are the 5 most expensive dog breeds. In 5th place, we have the Azawak dog. This guy will run you $9,500. In 4th place, we got the Tibetan Mastiff, and they go for about $10,000. Coming in 3rd place, we got the Chow Chow. This one will cost you $11,000. In 2nd place, we got the Lo Chen, and they cost about $12,000. And in 1st place, we got the Samoyed. Let's see if you guys can figure out how much this dog costs. Let me know in the comments.
Facts about dogs I promise you didn't know, part 4. The shape of a dog's face has to do with how long he will live. So the longer face your dog has, the longer he will live. Petting a dog can actually benefit your mental and physical health. Studies have shown that petting a dog for 15 minutes or more can lower blood pressure levels by 10% or more. This can help lower the feelings of stress, anxiety, and depression. If your dog suffers from separation anxiety, try leaving some clothing you've worn behind. It's been proven that the scent you left behind in those clothes can help ease your dog's separation anxiety. Have you ever wondered why it takes your dog so long to choose a spot to poop in? Well, researchers have found that dogs use the Earth's magnetic fields to align their bowel and bladder movements, and they actually prefer to release themselves along a north-south axis. Facts about dogs I promise you didn't know, part 8. Did you ever wonder why your dog kicks backwards after it poops? It's actually not to cover it up, but rather they're using their scent glands in their feet to mark their territory. 70% of people mark their dog's name on their holiday cards. Do you? Yawning is contagious even for dogs. Research shows that the sound of a human yawn can actually trigger the one of a dog, and it's 4 times as likely to happen if it comes from the owner. Do you ever feel bad feeding your dog awful food? Well, dogs have about 1,700 taste buds, while humans can have up to 10,000. So they can't really taste much, and you shouldn't feel bad. Most dogs actually don't like head pats. They'll put up with it because we feed them and they respect us, but most often a scratch or a rub will be far more enjoyable for them. Here's a fact about your dog you probably didn't know. Does your dog ever follow you around and try to nose its way into whatever you're doing? Or just stands at the door when you go to the bathroom and waits for you? Well, it's actually them trying to mimic wildlife to protect you while you're vulnerable while going to the bathroom. They stand guard to make sure no one attacks you. I guess dogs really are too good for us. More facts about dogs I promise you didn't know. Study claims that your dog can actually get jealous when you display affection for another animal. So make sure it's worth it. The guide dog or seeing eye breed dog is actually trained to poop on command. This makes it easier for their owners to pick it up. Some of the popular commands are get busy and go time. Your dog can actually help you get a date. A study showed that a man's chance from getting a phone number increased from 10% to 33% just by having a dog with him. And that 66% of men and women would not date someone else that didn't like dogs. Hard to disagree. Petting a dog and gazing into their eyes releases oxytocin, also known as the love hormone. This happens not only for you, but for them as well. So don't be shy and pet them some more.
Facts about dogs I promise you didn't know. Does your dog ever smell your crotch? It's just his way of checking on your health and mood. Dogs actually use their sense of smell to read details in their surrounding. So he's really just checking to see if you're okay. Did you know your dog will actually try to save you if you're hurt? When your dog sees a cut on your body and tries to lick it, it's actually trying to help you heal faster. Dog saliva contains enzymes that is antibacterial and release protease, which inhibits growth factors and helps your wound heal faster.
5 foods you didn't know were dangerous for your dog. Number 1, avocados. Avocados contain a toxin called persin. This can cause serious vomiting and diarrhea. Number 2, grapes and raisins. These can lead to kidney failure, diarrhea, or heavy vomiting. Number 3, onions and garlic. They contain compounds that can cause anemia and serious damage to the red blood cells. Number 4, chocolate. The darker the chocolate is, the more dangerous it gets for your puppy. Symptoms can range anywhere from muscle tremors, irregular heartbeats, high body temp, seizure, or death. 3 things you do that dogs can't stand. Number 1, giving your dog a hug. According to studies, placing your arms around a dog's neck may be perceived as a threat. Most dogs tolerate gentle hugs from trusted humans, but that doesn't mean they actually like them. Number 2, dressing your dog up. Unless your dog is used to it, there's a good chance he absolutely hates it. Costumes can lead to overheating and dehydration. And think about it, how important is it that you dress them up? Number 3, being upset. Your dog can actually sense your emotions. So if you're feeling stressed, anxious, or depressed, there's a good chance this will affect your dog as well. In some cases, your dog will actually match your emotions. So do your best to spend some more time with them. Dogs can offer some of the best emotional support out there.
Did you know this about your dog? If your dog sneezes while playing with you or another dog, that means they are not being aggressive and they are just playing and having a good time. And all they want to do is keep on playing.